emergency, and at this point, you didn't have a real emergency.
Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Planet Zoo. So, love those little animal animations that you get when you start the game each time. We're going to resume our zoo. If I come up with a better name later, fine. But right now it's zoo. So, where we left off last time, off camera, I was working on this tunnel and train. So I have placed, let's just get a quick overview, more trees as well. So that's probably overkill, but I do wish those were snowy trees. That would be so much better. I didn't see any snowy trees now that I think about it. That's weird. I might have to I might have to look online in the workshop, see if anybody has created some snowy trees. If I knew how to do it, I would do that myself, but I don't. Something I guess I could look into learning later on. So we have the penguin habitat. Oh, and since last time, I was getting a lot of pop-up notifications saying that my penguins were not happy and there were protesters down here. And when you see that, they're not here now, thankfully. And what the heck is that doing up there? Don't really need that. Not doing a lot of snow over here. So there's always a little cleanup, you know. These are these little coolers that keep the snow. Hey, pick up your crap, dude. Oh, dude, come on. What's going on? There. So, I mean, there's a lot of, look at this. Look at this. There's constantly upkeep. You can't just let this game be and run. Kind of like SimCity 3000, the old classic. Once you kind of get things, well, no wonder there's trash. People have knocked over the trash cans, and they can't. My hired help, my caretakers, are not. I need to be careful, even though they're virtual hired help. They're not able to pick up the trash cans by themselves, so they have to be replaced. How ridiculous is that? So I've got a whole slew since I last played a year or so ago. They have introduced vending machines for pretty much every shop, and I had mixed feelings about that. But this trash can, so this little strip right here, just for. You come in, information booth, bathroom, information booth, and then if you want a quick snack or drink, coffee, it's all there. You can just grab that real quick, okay? If you're not quite hungry at the moment, not great at navigating still. If you're not, let me use the keys over here instead of my mouse. And then just rotate. So if you're not hungry at the moment, you can later hit one of the shops. So I need to practice and learn how to walk around, especially later on when I will be doing, hopefully, like walking tours of sections. I'll figure that out. So right now I'm just checking trash cans. So I have to check. I have to look out. Look, there's two of those right next to each other. I have to watch my staff. So as the owner of the zoo, you're in charge of so much. So I do like the whole festive thing. I love it. So what I've done is inserted an Arctic train station 1. I could probably change the name of that down the road. I had to do some tweaking and moving and raising and lowering to get this just right. And then what I did is, that's not good. The train's coming and I need to stop the train. It'll probably stop by itself anyway. It says, let's see, problem. Of course there's a problem. The track isn't done. How do I, stop, problem, stop. I thought I could just click on the track and stop. How about right there? Stop. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out if it crashes. Stay tuned. So in the meantime, this really cool thing, which I deleted parts of it by accident. Now I have to kind of fix it. There's some cool design work right there, but that's all hidden. It's inside this box. So I've been moving some of these things around. It's supposed to kind of look like a big present on the outside. And there were some fountains here too. I deleted those. I spent hours just moving this around, getting this set up. And then these are lights. And so at nighttime, this whole thing will glow like that as the train goes through it, which I think is such a cool effect. So, well, we'll see, you know. So let's see what happens here. If the conductor is smart, he'll stop. If he's not, that'll happen. Awesome. And then if I was playing this in franchise mode, that would have just cost me a whole bunch of money. And all it did is give me a little bit of enjoyment watching that crash. So I finally got this thing. I had to, I just didn't do it on camera because it was such a pain. I couldn't move this. It was just clunky. I had to split it in half and move half and then put it back together and then raise it up. And then in the process, I deleted parts of it. So it's a thing. I mean, it became a whole thing. So all I'm trying to do, and then there's this little drop off right here, and I had to level this. And so you can see what I'm getting at. You'd be able to get on a train. Oh, great. There's another one going. Awesome. I really don't know how to stop the test. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Why doesn't it just say stop test? Stop. Can I click on the train? Testing. I don't want to test. I don't want to test anymore. So the train goes, it's a little hard to lay track when you don't really know what's out there, right? But you also don't want to do it later because then it's really hard to get a train track to fit into the path system and a bunch of habitats. So I laid the train out in such a way I thought would be, here's a big habitat here. I'm thinking maybe the Great Pyramids and desert with camels, that kind of theme, and this train will go around the outside of it and maybe even cut through it with some kind of habitat gate, possibly. I think that would be really cool, trying to get the people as close as possible to the animals. And then here, this can either go on the outside or through a habitat as well. I'm thinking probably on the outside, but it's raised for just a different view, and then it curls down to base level and then back up just a little bit and back through the tunnel and home. So no, that does not cover the entire zoo, of course not. But I need to think practically, you know. So that's a long train ride. And if I'm going to the zoo, I don't want to be on the train. This is probably, you know, an hour. I mean, look how slow that goes. Maybe not an hour, but it could be, you know, in real life, real time. So that's a long, and that's okay. Maybe, anyway, that's a discussion for another day. So I worked on that, and down here you can see these platforms. That was the result of me inserting more of those tunnels. And oh, whoops! Don't let go of the mouse button. I mean, I guess it's okay to have a little bit of terrain bumps. You know, I don't need to be perfectly flat. Maybe I should start doing that. Whoa! But see the difference? There's the difference of me clicking and letting go, and clicking and letting go, and clicking and letting go, versus me clicking and rolling the mouse and not letting go of the, and I can also change the size so it doesn't take as long. So it will lower everything to the original height when I first clicked. And since I haven't let go, I think a few bumps is okay. Let's go ahead and chill there. And so this whole Christmassy area, I think, is done. I don't think I really need, I mean, I probably could expand it and add other Arctic. I mean, there's polar bears and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. So where do you stop? I don't even want to. I don't even know. So if we look at animal trading, and let's go to animal market. I am out. Let's go to refresh list. Reset all filters. There we go. That's what I needed to do. So was hoping I could search it by. Nope. Male, female, by fertility, appeal, etc. I was hoping I could do it by Arctic, just to see really what's out there. We have so many different animals, and I don't want to just sit here and scroll through them all. There's just a ton of them. But Arctic wolf, for example, that would be that would be a great one. So there are some certain things you kind of maybe expect to see in the Arctic area, and I don't want to give up the snow area and have to do it again later. See what I'm saying? So, this game is always in flux, changing. So I was thinking about doing Africa over here, or Egypt, basically sand. But now that I brought that up out loud about the Arctic wolf or whatever, this probably should be the Arctic area. That changes everything. But I do want people to either be able to get on the train and go check stuff out, or they can, if they're in for the long haul, they want a nice walk, they can continue into each section. But so there's an update of Zoo. That's what it's called, Zoo. Would love to know your thoughts. I'm going to have to fix that train track before that train gets back. I'm just going to keep going through trains. So maybe I'll fix that train, and well, I can do that now. Let's do that now, and then we'll call it good. So because what I did last time was off screen was fix this, sort of fix it. There's still a little bit of work, but so what we need to do is click on track, and then oh no, I need to click on station. So sorry, let me scroll over, click on the station. That allows me to click on edit track, and then I can add track. And what I want to do is make sure we are going through the tunnel relatively straight, and we're really not. I don't love that. So this is the straighten tool, and then you just have to click forward. And that's not bad, that's better, but I also want to make sure we're going down, because the down right here, down. The station is level, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we want to get lined up, and then we want to be nice and straight. Oh, we're still a little bit off. Okay, well, and then let's go down, and that number right here tells you how much it's going down, but it can't turn red. It can't be red. That means it's underground. So we have to be green. Let's go up. Oh, that was too much of a curve, that last one. So let's go backwards, S key, and let's go up just a little bit. Okay, that's good. And straighten out. So, by the way, this game, of all the games I've played, including Red Dead Redemption 2, makes time go by faster than any game I've ever played. Over the last couple days, 4 hours have gone by in a blink of an eye, and I look at the clock and go, wait a minute, it's bedtime. Or wait a minute, it's I almost missed a couple things. Let's click that. That'll connect it. If you can get far enough or close enough, it will connect it for you in a nice smooth. That's excellent. So now that train we probably already lost because it crashed. But we have another one testing. So anyway, we're good. And I think at nighttime, I can't wait to take you through the tunnel at night, all lit up. It's not perfect, but that is fine. But that's one thing we'll do with people eventually. I need to open the, it's not open. This is just a test. I could stop the test, and I need to open it for customers, and we'll go from there. But sadly, I think now I need to add another Arctic. I'm thinking this whole area over here is going to be snow as well, which means coolers, so the snow won't melt, which means there's a lot. There's more power sources, more pathing, more staff, animals, balancing a new habitat. So, but I think that's what I'll do. So penguins over here, maybe Arctic wolf. We'll see what else I can cram in here. It's a pretty big area, so maybe half of it Arctic wolf, half of it something else. And that's probably enough Arctic stuff, and then I'll move on. But I think it'll be fun for people to be able to go through different climates even here, which I think is so cool. And maybe that train will take you through, maybe that should be the goal of the train. You get to go through at least, you get to go through each of the climates or each of the continents. So much to think about. Oh my gosh. So I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. There's an update of the zoo. I'll catch you next time. For now, Mr. Johns is out.